Welcome to a video song analysis for a song Writing on the Wall. Analysis from perspective of an artist. Me, guys, I do plenty of art. That sounds sarcastic. I am not being sarcastic. It is currently raining outside. Anyways, this is Writing on the Wall, song by Stetson, analysis by me. Disclaimer, I don't play Genshin. I don't know any of the characters. I mean, I know a bit about Kave, I don't know how to say his name. The blonde-haired architect dude that this song's about. I know very little about him. So we're gonna do this from just my perspective, what I think the lyrics are, and, you know, perspective of an artist, or what I think as an artist, kinda.
Palaces of silver and gold cannot be designed overnight.
I know that this is probably supposed to be talking about how Kave made palaces in the game or whatever, but we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about my opinion.
Like I said, this is my opinion, okay?
So in my opinion, these two lines are just talking about how time-consuming making art is, you know? It's like a whole process. You, as an artist, and as someone who constantly goes through the process of making art, sketching, line art, everything, it's just extremely time consuming. And not even just that. Imagine if you're writing poetry. You gotta think it out. Does this sound good together? This and that will, not in poetry, but like in art, will these things pop out? What am I trying to make stand out? What is going on here? Why does it look off? You know? And so it's just time consuming.
It's like the saying I've often been told, no matter the cost, do things right.
So what I decided to analyze for this is, guys, okay, let's take a second. I need you to realize how many artists have decided to deprive themselves of so many things just to finish an artwork. So many people who have bad habits for their work. People won't feed themselves. People won't take showers. Like, it's real. People won't give themselves anything until they finish their artworks. No matter the cost, do things right. No matter, like, if you have to sacrifice something, do it. That's what I think this line could mean. That's what I analyzed. Is it a stretch? Maybe. Are we talking about the actual song with the character? No. We're talking about it from my perspective, in my opinion. So if I get something wrong, get over it. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
You have to be careful, you have to be diligent, planning and measuring every detail.
I feel like you could figure this one out for yourselves, but I'll still give my opinion on it anyways, because that's what this video's about, yeah! Alright, so in architecture, you need to be careful or whatever, cause like, if you build something wrong, everyone's gonna die! Quite literally, that's how that works. Architecture's scary, man. Make sure you get a good architect to build your building. But we're not here to talk about architecture. Anyways, onto the art part. When you're making an artwork or an art piece, you normally plan everything out. That's what you normally do. You plan everything from the details, the really small details to the biggest details. Everything that, what's gonna captivate your audience, what's gonna do this and that, you know? Or what do you want people to know when they see your art? What exactly are you planning here? All your planning, all your details, plan them carefully and plan them well.
Creating is drawing, erasing and drawing again.
Pretty much self-explanatory lyrics. As an artist, you're always... Hold up, what were the lyrics? Okay, creating is drawing, erasing, then drawing again. That's what your artworks is. You create, you draw it, You mess up, you erase, repeat. It's a never-ending cycle. And until you move on to the next thing, until that one piece is finished, you're gonna keep creating and erasing, and it's a never-ending loop. It's the cycle of art, the cycle of the life of an art piece.
And I've never been in it for fame or attention. I only work hard so the structures won't fail.
Alright, so this line in particular is very much about the character, but screw that! We're not here about him! Alright? We're here to talk about it from my perspective. Most artists aren't expecting to gain fame from their artwork. They just want to see their artwork look good and, look good and be finished. Make sure their artwork isn't a complete and total failure. But they're not expecting fame from it exactly. They just want to feel proud of their creations.
But seeing it finish is worth every mora I spend.
But seeing it finished is worth all the money I waste on it. That's literally just this line. Do you guys know how expensive art supplies is? 'Cause I will show you. Editor, pull some examples on the screen. And, okay, these are the good companies. Even if you want basic art supplies from Walmart, it's still pretty pricey. And honestly, as an artist, if I'm trying to finish my artwork, of course it's worth it. It's worth it for me to spend my life savings on my artwork. My art pieces are my children, and I love them very much. And I will spend all my money on them. But is that a good habit? Of course not. And I know a lot of artists probably have that habit. Now, you don't need good art supplies to make art. The chorus is coming up. Oh no. We're not going to do every single chorus. There are 3 choruses in total, each with lyric changes. I'm not doing that, dude. This video is already long enough.
The more you work, the higher the stakes, and the bigger the sorrows to drown. 'Cause one mistake is all that it takes for the walls to come crumbling down.
The more time an artist works on their art piece, the more they're risking if they do something wrong. What if all that work was for nothing? Did I waste my time? Why isn't it perfect? I can't mess up. I've done so much already. Anyways, that, ladies and gentlemen, is how I feel when I make my artwork. And, it's a rabbit hole, and, it's hard to get out of it once you're in it. But you need to take a step back from what you're working on and take a break, whether you want to or not. It's the healthiest option. Because if you don't, you're going to get burnt out. Artistic burnout is the worst thing that could happen to an artist. I mean, there's a lot of worse things out there, but artistic burnout is not fun in my experience. And so take that break, 'cause you deserve it.
You have to ignore them, the echoing voices that cackle and curse as you toil away.
You have to ignore them, the echoing voices that cackle and curse as you toil away. These lines, to put it simply, I think they're about criticism. Criticism that you as the artist didn't ask for, didn't want, didn't need, And honestly, criticism when you didn't ask for it gets annoying. It truly gets annoying, and it can constantly drive you insane, dude. maybe not insane, maybe not like over the edge, but you know, you might get a bit irritated because I didn't ask for your opinion. If I wanted it, I would have told you, but I don't want it. And you know, part of me slightly feels like it's rude. Like, even if their intentions were good or not, it just feels slightly rude to me.
Cover your ears and focus on boxes and lines.
Back to the last thing that I said. I feel like this one's more so about advice, but back to the criticism thing, cover your ears. You know, cover your ears. You don't want to listen to the criticism people are giving you, the advice people are giving to you. And it might be self-destructive in a way to do that. It might be a bit stubborn, but at the end of the day, you're the artist, and it's your choice. Your choice to ignore them or not. But no matter what they say, you will keep drawing. Because it's what you want to do. And it's what makes you feel good. And it's your comfort. You decided to become an artist. And you're not going to give up on that. No matter what people say. And, you know, that's a really good thing to be determined about your art. If you think that way, I mean, keep doing you.
And the shadowy figures, they're nothing but shadows, like ink on a page, they have nothing to say.
I feel like this could be comparing the people who are giving you criticism to simply just shadows. Shadows in the background, you know? Nothing, they have nothing to say, nothing useful to say. Or maybe they do, who knows? Again, this isn't fully accurate. It's my opinion.
My opinions! Yay, I'm allowed to have opinions!
Yes, sir. Alright, that's what I got for that.
But maybe, just maybe, they're trying to give me a sign.
They're trying to give you a sign. The people who are criticizing you are trying to tell you something. So why are you as an artist ignoring what they're trying to tell you? Maybe because you don't trust them. Maybe because people have judged you too much. Maybe because you trust your own judgment and you think you're so much smarter than them. Maybe they're trying to tell you something and you're too stubborn to listen.
Every day we play this game of chance, whirling through a desperate dance.
I don't really got much to say on this, except that every day we wake up and we never know what's gonna happen. I mean, you could have everything planned out, your schedule, everything. Oh, I'm gonna go to school. I'm gonna go work my 9-to-5 job. But at the end of the day, you don't know if that's true. You don't know if that's what you're gonna do. 'Cause life is a gamble. And we just have to deal with it.
Sketching visions in our heads, just to see them ripped to shreds.
For these lines, basically just, you could have a million ideas. A million ideas of something, everything, anything. You know, just flowing through your mind, racing for miles at a time, until you realize your ideas are trash. Your ideas will never work out. Your ideas aren't worth it. And you discard them and act like they never existed, because those ideas weren't worth it. They weren't worth your time, according to you.
This road that we share doesn't lead anywhere.
This line, in my opinion, is talking about every single artist. As artists, we all follow the same road. Whether your road is poetry or music making or painting on canvases, whatever thing you do, we all followed the same path of art. That's what we all have in common. And we're all constantly told that it's not worth pursuing. It's not worth what we're doing. It's not gonna end up anywhere. We are going to be starving on the streets with bread.
But there's nothing an artist can do. When you swing your brush, you have to follow through.
There simply isn't anything we can do about what we have already chosen. We have decided to put everything into our art, our pieces, our masterpieces, if you will. We have decided to do this. We have decided to swing our brush, and now we must finish, and we must go through with it. We have to. We have nothing else except for our talent in art. And I don't know if you relate to that or not, but I do. 'Cause this entire video is just me calling myself out. Wow, well, that's a very depressing note to leave this video off on, guys. Except, psych! We're not leaving this video yet. You really thought I wasn't going to do the chorus? Joke's on you. Of course I'm doing the chorus. What? We're only gonna do the last chorus, though, because it's my favorite chorus. So screw you. The only reason I think the chorus changes every single time, it's slight lyric changes, of course, it's not drastic, but the only reason you see that happening is cause you can see
Kava
going, just going a slightly bit more insane each time, slightly more stressed out than he was in the last chorus, and it's literally a mental breakdown. This entire song is our architect dude having a mental breakdown. And relatable, dude. I don't know what to tell you.
Within every building made with pride, the architect is trapped inside, bleeding pain, a shattered heart. That's what makes a work of art. I'll fight for control, but the right way takes a toll. And still at the end of it all, I can't escape my fate. The writings on the wall.
Such a beautiful ending, dude. Okay, now to put my interpretation on this. All the art pieces that you have created, there's always a part of you in there. You're always going to be trapped in your work, whether you want to or not. It's always gonna be a piece of you. Most artists, most of their art are reflections of them. Whether that be an OC that you decided to torment for who knows how long and for who knows why.
For what?
Or it could be a piece of poetry that you've poured your feelings into. You poured how you feel into that too. It could literally be anything, but most of your artwork is a reflection of you. Bleeding paint, a shattered heart. That's what makes a work of art. So many artists have sacrificed themselves into their art pieces. They've poured their souls into this. They poured their tears, their blood, their sweat.
Fast as things I had to put my blood, sweat, and tears into. I got it back.
Everything. Their blood is on this piece. Their emotional pain is on this piece. Their traumas, everything will go into an artwork. And that's for a lot of things. Like I said, your art is a reflection of yourself, and you'll see it seeping through in almost everything you make. But a lot of artists have the idea that they have to be broken in order to make something, that they have to break themselves down in order to make something. They have to sacrifice themselves in order to make something, and that isn't true. But it's a bad habit almost a lot of artists have. A fight for control, but the right way takes a toll. As an artist, you are the one controlling your drawing, what you do with it, right? But society puts a standard for us. A standard, the right way. And the right way is taking a toll on us. It's what we're supposed to be doing. But you want to fight it. You want to take control of your art piece. And it's very difficult to do that. 'Cause still at the end of it all, I can't escape my fate, the writings on the wall. And you can't escape your fate. You can't escape what you have already decided to do. Well, you have already decided to set your foot down. You said, okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm going to decide this. You can't escape your fate anymore. When you decided, that's what you're gonna do. Hope you enjoyed this yapping session of me analyzing the song Writing on the Wall by Will Stetson. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, please subscribe. Hopefully I can make more content. I had a lot of fun with this. I hope you can see what I'm trying to tell you with this song and see from my perspective. And hopefully if you're an artist, you know what I'm talking about at some points in this video. That's it for now. Enjoy your day or afternoon or whatever time of day it is for you. I'm out.